Good morning and welcome. This is TMI Socials and I am Anuoluwakpo Stevens. Better still call me a social media butterfly. Now this morning we quickly kickstart with hashtag free VDM still trending online, hashtag EFCC. As we get to start off in Abuja, where yesterday we saw scores of youth have taken to the streets of Abuja, the Federal Capital Territory, in protest of the arrest of a popular rights activist and social media influencer, Very Dark Man, by the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC. Well, the protesters who marched from the headquarters of the EFCC to the premises of a commercial bank where he was reportedly arrested held placards with inscriptions such as "Release Very Dark Man" and "Seyi Tinubu, are you involved?" amongst others. Now, VDM was reported to have been arrested on the 2nd of May by the EFCC following some petitions it received against him. Now, let's move over to the city of Abuja to have a feel of the protest as it was like yesterday.
In the democracy, they will kidnap a man on the broad daylight. Is that to arrest in democracy? This is Human Rights Commission. There is a minister of this commission. They should go and free VDM. He's an activist. He's not a terrorist. Free VDM. This is Human Rights Commission. This is Human Rights Commission. Free VDM. He's not a kidnapper. VDM is an activist. He's sick for everybody. He's not a kidnapper. What kind of democracy? In democracy, you plan for the man and take him away. In democracy, Human Rights Commission. In democracy, you plan for the man and take him away. Is that to arrest in democracy? Tinubu, Tinubu. Leave VDM for us. Leave VDM for us.
Bring VDM. Carry Ayabelo, bring VDM. Carry Ayabelo, bring VDM. Carry Ayabelo, bring VDM. These people don't know they mess with the wrong person. I mean, they mess with the whole country because see as VDM, small VDM, see as he block road, who's small? See as he block road. Only VDM, I'm block this guy. Yes, yes, free VDM, see as he block road. They mess with. Free VDM, free VDM.
Now, indeed, it is a big movement, if you ask me. The part that got to me in the video was where one of the protesters said, "Carry Yahya Bello and free VDM." That was really, really hilarious. But anyway, let's move over to tweet and have a couple of reactions on the story. Atiku Abubakar reacted yesterday and he said, "The arrest and continued detention of social media influencer and outspoken critic VDM by the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, is yet another blatant abuse of power by the Tinubu administration, which made political repression a hallmark of its rule." And he went on and on and on. Another tweet on the story, moving over to other reactions. Well, this user on the other hand says, Yahya Bello, yes, good, they dust him visa by now. It's time to move out. And Chineye says, this is a protest. This is not a protest, but a movement. Away from that, moving over to other tweets. Let's see what we have. This one says, Very Dark Man has done nothing but stand for justice, fairness, and equity. You don't have to like him. He is not perfect, but he's the true definition of an influencer. From renovating schools to providing boreholes for communities and demanding justice, he has stood for Nigerians. Let us stand for him too. Hashtag free VDM. Now, finally on the story, this user says, you will never see a sensible or any responsible person talking about VDM, but right now he's currently on the street of social media with hashtag free VDM. Away from that, let's talk education. As we saw JAMB trending online yesterday, with news having it that the Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board JAMB has released the 2025 Unified Tertiary Matriculation Exam results. Now, in this year's exam, over 1.5 million Out of the 1.9 million candidates who sat for the 2025 Unified Tertiary Matriculation Examination scored below 200 in the just concluded exam. Now, this was revealed in the statistical analysis of the 2025 UTME results released by the Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board JAMB yesterday. Now, the statistics, just as you can see, indicated that only 420,415 candidates scored above 200 in the 2025 edition of the UTME. The data also showed that 75% of the candidates scored below 200 in the exam, with less than 1% scoring above 300. Now, a lot of social media personalities have been reacting to this story. Let's move over and have a couple of tweets. Now, who is at fault? Who should we blame here? Is it JAMB? Is it the student? Or what? Now, this user says, Dr. Adipo on X. 75% of the candidates scored below 200 in JAMB examination. Not surprised. A generation that spends more than half of their time on TikTok will never be able to score above 50% in any examination. Further fueled by school, na scam comment from dumb seniors, and loss of family values, hard work, dedication, and commitment to a better life. School no be scam. Sadly, it might be too late by the time many find out. Another user says something else. The 2025 JAMB exam results are out. Over 75% of the students who took this exam failed it. Over 1.5 million out of the 1.9 million candidates who sat for the examination scored below 200. Now, these are the official results. This is a shame on JAMB. This is a huge shame on the government. You cannot set an exam for 6:30 a.m. in the morning, which is an incredibly unsafe and dangerous time, then express shock when these kids fail. Now, finally, on the story, this user wrote, 2025 JAMB result data is sad. I have seen people blaming the education system, but I beg to differ. Was the educational system better in 10, 20, 30 years ago? They have better access to study materials now, but they are all content creators on TikTok. That's what they all do all day long. It's still a trending conversation right now on social media, but let's move away from that. Let me show you a viral video of the national chairman of the APC, Abdullahi Ganduje, and a policeman stooping before him, trying to fix his shoe or whatever he was doing, has finally made rounds on social media. Take a look. Well, away from that, let's move over to reactions on the story. Now, this user says, just imagine this nonsense. Like, for example, a metropolitan police in the US or in the US, okay, that's like Canada, doing this nonsense to Labour Party chairman in the UK or Republican Party chairman in the US. How will an official of the law be doing this so he can't call one of his personal assistants to fix it for him? Nigeria has not even started, let alone have a long way to go. Another user says on the story, is a police officer even supposed to be your personal security? Now, moving over to other tweets on the story, this user also did say, let's see what we have. Moving away from that to other reactions, a lot of Nigerians complaining about it, and then someone even said, now eye service, even if Ganduje sent a message to tie his shoelace, he will do it in order to receive favor. I mean, this is Nigeria, right? But away from that, let me take you over to Met Gala 2025 that trended over social media yesterday as we saw influential guests from all walks of life, including Nigerian super big stars yesterday, appearing in beautiful, amazing costumes all over the world right there at the Met Gala 2025. We had likes of Aristar, Thames, Burner Boy, Chimamanda Adichie. The list is actually endless. Take a look.
Not Anna catching a B. Not Anna catching a 2 and a 4.
Let's go.
Ain't no valley low enough. Ain't no river wide enough to keep me from getting to you, babe.
Beautiful, amazing viral videos there. We also saw Rihanna expressing or showing off her beautiful baby bump, making it a third child incoming with ASAP, and it was so beautiful to watch. Well, we got to wrap up TMI socials this morning with a viral video of a particular just worker, right, in Plateau State during the parade of the May Day celebration that happened over the course of last week. He was so emotional and digging it down on stage. Take a look.
Your Excellency, we have a very happy workforce for the 31st.
Moving over to tweets, don't you just love getting all excited on social media? Let's have a couple of reactions. Well, Honey Ojiko says, how will they now believe they are broke? Another user says, moments like this are important sometimes. Make person know Chris for indoor. Another user also did say, reacting to the story, this dance not too much for minimum wage. Daddy, what is going on? Well, finally on the story, this user says, moving over to tweet, this one says, just like in primary graduations, when you hear parents are also doing march past with teachers, or more, you go laugh tired. God bless our civil servants for all your endeavors, irrespective of your annual payment they receive. Absolutely. And of course, God bless you too for always being part of the show every single weekday right here this morning on ITV. We got to wrap up TMI Socials. Thank you so much for being a part of it. I am Nuoluwapo Stevens. And from all of us right here on This Morning on ITV, Lagos, Abuja, and right here in the Delta State, enjoy the rest of your day and keep it up with us.